Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to share with you my thoughts on some new beauty releases that are coming out in the next couple weeks. And this video is always inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series that she does on her channel every single Wednesday. So definitely check that out if you guys haven't already. I will link her channel in my description box. And if you guys are interested in hearing my thoughts on some new upcoming makeup releases, then just keep on watching. I'm going to start off with a product that I'm the most excited about first. I was going to wait and do it last, but I just want to get it out of the way because I'm so excited for this. And this was just announced the day that I'm filming this. And it's going to be out on April 5th, I believe. And this is the KKW Beauty times Makeup by Mario collection. So I think a couple months ago in my thoughts on new makeup releases video, probably the first one I did, I talked about the spoiler of this. And I was already so excited for it. And I am so happy with this eyeshadow palette, just the look of it. I know I have a million palettes like this. It actually, yeah, it looks like a lot of palettes in my collection. And I'm definitely buying this because I just want to buy it and I'm going to wear every single shade. And I actually really like the promo for it. So Makeup by Mario posted a promo video on his Instagram, and I think Kim did too. And I will link it below if you guys want to see it. And he swatched all the shades, or somebody swatched all the shades. And I feel like sometimes we see swatch photos or swatch videos from brands, and you're like, I know you're doing something to get that kind of pigmentation because I don't get that pigmentation no matter what. I can cover my brush and vegetable oil and it's still not going to be that shiny and pigmented when I go to use this eyeshadow. But I feel like the swatches in the video, you would have really needed to go out of your way if they were bad eyeshadows or low pigmented, really dry shadows. You really would have had to go out of your way to get that intense foiled metallic super pigmented look. So I really think that at worst this palette is going to be good. I think there is no way this palette is going to be bad or even average. At worst it's going to be a good eyeshadow palette, and I'm expecting it to be an amazing eyeshadow palette. So I'm saying that now so that when I go to review it, you guys know what I was expecting with this palette. I really think it's going to be a really good one for some reason, and I have not bought anything from KKW Beauty since their first launch of those contour sticks that I still want my money back for. I have barely touched them in the past 6 months because I'm afraid every time I open them that they're gonna fall apart, and I paid $60 for them. I'm still bitter about it, but I'm totally into this. I might end up getting the whole collection, the lipstick and the lip glosses, because why not? Just because I'm so excited about it. But at least I will get the eyeshadow palette. I will definitely, of course, review it. And I know a lot of people are comparing it to the Kylie Peach palette. I do have that palette. That is the one Kylie palette that I did not declutter. So I can do a side-by-side comparison of both of those. Let me know what you guys will want. I'm really hoping that this is a good one. I'm assuming it's going to at least be good, and I just can't wait for it. Let me know what you guys think about it. I know it's just another neutral palette with a pop of blue. But why not? Those are the colors I wear, and I'm totally gonna wear all of them. So clearly I'm very excited for that one. That just gave me a whole burst of energy because it's 9 p.m. on a Monday night right now. So I'm glad I got that out of the way first. And then, okay, so I meant to talk about this last time. MAC is coming out with some new Fix Plus sprays. So I'm so happy that MAC is doing this. This is my favorite product from MAC. I think it's just a cult favorite. And I think it's one of those things that just has needed to be expanded upon for a long time. There's only so many eyeshadow palettes, eyeshadow formulas, lip glosses, different finishes for lipsticks that you can do. And Fix Plus was just such a standalone product for such a long time. Then they released the flavored ones. You guys know the coconut one is my absolute favorite. I've gone through a couple of these. I use this every day. I use probably 10 sprays a day at some point. And I'm actually the most excited for the Fix Plus matte. And I usually like a dewy finish, but if I'm gonna buy a matte spray, it's gonna be that one. I'm really excited for it. I think that makes total sense because Fix Plus isn't necessarily a setting spray or something that's gonna make your makeup last longer, but I'm really excited for the matte one. And then they're also coming with some highlighting strobe cream Fix Plus like hybrids. And I don't think I'll end up getting these because it might be like a little too glowy. It seems like it's gonna be almost glittery on your face. Like if you spray like one too many sprays, you're gonna look like really like you put liquid highlighter all over your face. So I'll need to see some reviews on that one, but I'm definitely super excited for the Fix Plus matte. And I'm not seeing on Trendmood or like I looked up online the release date. I'm not seeing that anywhere. I thought it was already like being released this past week because I just feel like I've seen so many spoilers lately, but I'm not seeing anything about the release date online yet. But let me know if you guys want to pick up either of those new Fix Plus products. All right, so next we just got a sneak peek of a new Urban Decay palette, and they have been coming out with palettes so much lately. Like I reviewed like maybe just 2 palettes, okay. I've reviewed like 2 palettes from Urban Decay in the past month, but they're already coming out with their next palette, and this is called the Beached Eyeshadow Palette, and it's kind of like, it reminds me of the Naked Heat. It's basically the Naked Heat palette plus 2 blue shades, and I actually love this color scheme. Like I love the combination of like oranges and blues. All right, so I was trying to think of what palette it reminded me of, and it's definitely this one, which is Not a Basic Peach from Wet n Wild. This is a $5 palette. It's basically like all the same shades that I'm seeing in this Urban Decay palette, and also a little bit like the Kylie Peach palette. So I'm definitely digging the color scheme. What makes me like not as interested in it is the Back Talk palette. Like I reviewed that really recently. I was so looking forward to that because the Naked Heat palette, that's the best palette I got from Urban Decay, I think, ever. The Petite Heat, I really love all the mattes in there. But then the Back Talk palette was just such a letdown compared to those other palettes. It was just so average. Like not even average, just like okay. So I was just definitely disappointed in the Back Talk palette. Like the formula, the pigmentation, the shimmer shades were just not great, and I probably won't wear that much anymore. And in this photo, the swatches look pretty good, but compared to like the swatch photos from the Kim Kardashian collab, like those swatches look amazing, and they're probably adding some kind of like eyeshadow primer and stuff like that to really amp up those swatches. So if they're doing that same thing to these arm swatches from like a teaser photo from the brand, then that makes me think like I don't know if it's gonna be that great when I get it. So I do really like the shades of this, but the Back Talk palette, like they need to redeem themselves from that because that could have been such an amazing palette. Like I really like the shades, but the formula was not great. All right, so next there's a new concealer coming out from Too Faced. So this is called the Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and it's part of the Born This Way line. They already have a Born This Way concealer. I love it. I know a lot of people don't like it because it's super light coverage, but that's like kind of what I'm into. And this one I think is supposed to be, yeah, super full coverage. It says super coverage on it. So I think that's actually really awesome that they're expanding their like foundation line, their concealer line in that direction, and it might be like a Shape Tape kind of competitor product. So it does seem like they have a lot of shades of this too. It seems like they have like 20 shades. I'm just seeing like a little video of it on Instagram. So I'm definitely super curious about this. I'm hoping it's still like the same hydrating properties as the Born This Way concealer, but just like super full coverage, because that's why I like more lightweight concealers, because I do have like pretty dry under eyes. But if I could get full coverage with like a more glowy finish or like that coconut infused whatever that they put in their other concealer, then I'm definitely into it. I'm excited for this. I love it when Too Faced expands beyond just like an eyeshadow palette, you know? Like I get more excited about those products because they give us an eyeshadow palette like every other week. So I'm so excited for the concealer. Like we don't have all the information about it yet, but I'm totally interested in it. I've been into like finding the perfect concealers lately. And then lastly, we have a foundation, and this one is actually coming out soon. It comes out this week, and I definitely want to buy it. So this is the Sunday Riley Influencer foundation, and I don't think we see too many skincare brands coming out with foundations, especially in a more extensive line. So they're coming out with 20 foundations, and you can see like the shade range and everything online, and it is pretty good to me for like 20 shades. A lot of skincare brands, when they come out with a foundation, they have like literally like 3 shades. So this might mean that they might want to expand to even more makeup products, which is like an interesting idea. And it's actually, I think, like $40 $42. Let me double check. So yes, it is $42. You get a little bit more than 1 ounce of product. And I think that's really awesome that it's $42 because Sunday Riley is so expensive. And the reason I want to buy this is because I'm so obsessed with the 2 products that I have from them because they are so expensive. I can only get 2 products right now and I'm actually out of one of them. The Good Jeans, it's awesome. I'm definitely going to repurchase it. And then I do have the Luna oil. So those are very hyped up products. I spent a lot of money on them and I will do it again because it was totally worth it. It made such a difference on my skin and I'm really excited about this foundation just because it's from Sunday Riley. And honestly, a lot of what draws me to this foundation is just the way that they're marketing it. And I feel like it's very like honest and realistic, buildable, medium to full coverage, like oil control, like all of those are pretty realistic claims for a foundation. And because it is a skincare brand, I feel like they could have like really amped up the marketing on like skincare claims more so than like Urban Decay or something. So I feel like they could have easily gone the route of like, over time this can help your skin in this and this way, and we add all these ingredients to also help your skin. That way they could already like play off of the audience that they already have in skincare that buys their skincare products. But I love how they're going like a completely different route and just focusing on the makeup, getting like a new makeup audience. And I feel like it's more attractive to people who may not buy their skincare products because it is like a normal price foundation. It's not something that's like $60. I was really expecting it to be $60. So I'm pretty surprised that it's like a normal standard high-end foundation price for 1 ounce. Like that's pretty standard. So I'm really excited about that. And that's why I want to get it because the price isn't crazy, even though their skincare is like super highly priced. I don't think it's necessarily overpriced because it really does work for me, but I just think like if anybody wants to try out Sunday Riley, this is giving a lot more people an opportunity to. So I'm definitely excited about that, and that comes out just in a couple days on March 30th. So I will be reviewing that very soon as long as I can get a good shade online. But that is going to be everything for today's video. Let me know your thoughts on these new releases if you plan on picking any of them up. Some of them don't come out for like a couple months, but some of them come out in the next couple weeks. Let me know your thoughts, which ones you will be buying, which ones you want to pass on. Let me know in the comments down below. And if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you guys soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.